So I just finished episode 4 of The Wheel of Time, and as always, before you watch this video, spoilers will be talked about. So if you haven't seen the episode, don't watch the video. Come back later, watch it. Now, I'm gonna be 1,000% with you guys. I am honestly confused with this episode. I feel like this is one of those episodes I'm gonna have to go either rewatch a few times, or I'm just gonna have to look up other people talking about this episode, pointing everything out. Now the episode starts out. We get to see. I always forget his name. The guy with the sword. He starts fighting the girl with the arrow things, and then they stop the fight, and then they send her off into the desert because she needs to serve her purpose or something like that. And there's an interesting thing that said. They say that you're not supposed to wield the sword. They say that to Rand and to that other guy. That's why they ended up, dueling each other. So they send her out, and then they end up going to I wouldn't say a town, but they find a place, and it's covered in white lights. And in that place, you see Rand al'Thor go in there, and this is where it gets confusing for me. I don't know, once he entered, is he living in his past lives? Are these in the future? Are these, just different timelines of him? We got to see different iterations of Rand al'Thor. Young, old, kid, whatever you want to call it. We saw multiple iterations of his character. And there was even one iteration where he somebody attacked like one of the girls or something in the village, and he killed him, and then his own mom disowned him. And there was an interesting thing that the old guy said. He said something about oath breakers, and then that thing is brought up later on about being oath breakers. Now, it's super confusing for me. I don't know if anybody else got confused, but I ain't gonna lie. This episode had me very, very confuzzled, okay? Now, he ends up getting out of whatever is going on in that white light place. And he ends up meeting with the girl who they sent out in the desert to see if she could serve her purpose beyond, doing what she was doing before. He runs into her, and then she says, I'm going to go back to the tents, and he says, I'm going to stay because Moiraine is stuck in there, and he's going to stay in there to get Moiraine out. Now, the interesting thing with that is we saw Moiraine die, I don't know, at least 30 times? I'm just so confused on this episode. We saw her die like 30 times, and she was being killed by Rand al'Thor's lover, the lady with the black hair. I always forget her name. Gorgeous woman in the show. Gorgeous. But she was just killing her repeatedly. And then there was an interesting scene where we saw Rand al'Thor and Moiraine making that hot love. Yeah, they was getting steamy. So it was a good episode. It's just one of those episodes, at least for me, where it's very, very confusing. I'm gonna have to go back and either rewatch it, or more than likely I'm gonna have to watch other people talk about this episode so I myself can know what is going on. Because like I said, I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I'm confuzzled about what is actually going on in this episode. It wasn't a bad episode or anything. I didn't understand it. So, yeah, man. I can't even rank this episode or rate it because I didn't really understand it. So I feel like if I rated it, it wouldn't be fair to rate it since I really didn't understand the episode. Because maybe once I figure out what the episode was really about, like, oh, okay, now that makes a lot of sense. So I don't think I'm gonna rate this episode. It wasn't a bad episode. It has some good. It was good. It was good overall. It was just super confusing for me. So I'm just gonna have to go back, rewatch, or check out some other people talking about this episode, man. So, Wheel of Time, episode 4, season 3. Have you seen it? Was you as confused as I am? Let me know in the comments down below. And I will be getting to episode 5 hopefully here soon. We got Daredevil coming out tonight. It's so much to get to, man, but we gonna get to it. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next, man. 100,000 subscribers is grind time. Let's get it.